Have you ever wondered how one man could predict events centuries before they happened? This question sets the stage for our exploration into the enigma of Nostradamus. A 16th century apothecary, he's known for his book Les Prophéties, a collection of cryptic quatrains which have been interpreted as prophecies. His work has divided opinion, with skeptics dismissing it as mere coincidence and believers hailing him as a true prophet. So, let's dive into the world of the 16th century prophet, Nostradamus. Born in 1503, Michel de Nostredame was not just a prophet. This man, famously known as Nostradamus, entered the world in Saint-Rémy de Provence, France. His family of Jewish descent had converted to Catholicism before his birth, shaping his upbringing steeped in a blend of Jewish wisdom and Christian faith. Young Nostradamus was a prodigious student. He received a rigorous education in classical languages, astrology, and possibly the secret Jewish Kabbalah, which would later influence his prophecies. His thirst for knowledge led him to the University of Avignon at the tender age of 14. However, his academic pursuit was cut short when the university closed due to an outbreak of the plague. In the face of adversity, Nostradamus remained undeterred. He wandered the countryside for the next 8 years, learning about herbal remedies and the treatment of plague victims. These experiences would later serve him well when he enrolled in the University of Montpellier to study medicine. As a physician, Nostradamus achieved considerable success, particularly for his innovative approach to treating plague victims. But life wasn't all rosy for Nostradamus. In the mid-1530s, he settled in Agen with his wife and 2 children. Tragically, the plague that had influenced so much of his life took away what he held most dear. His wife and children fell victim to the disease. This personal loss marked a turning point in Nostradamus's life. He began to veer away from medicine, finding solace in the ancient metaphysical sciences. He delved deeper into astrology and started developing his prophetic abilities. Nostradamus began to see visions of the future, which he documented in his now famous Quatrains. These cryptic 4-line verses held predictions of the future, which continue to intrigue us to this day. After the tragic loss of his family, Nostradamus turned towards the stars and the future. This shift marked the beginning of a new chapter in his life, one that would immortalize him as one of history's most enigmatic figures. The physician had become a prophet, forever etched in the annals of time. In 1555, Nostradamus published his first book of Prophecies. This moment marked a significant turn in his life, and the world of prophecy would never be the same. Nostradamus chose a unique format for his predictions, writing them as quatrains or verses of 4 lines. This style, borrowed from classical literature, added a layer of mystique and intrigue to his writings. Each quatrain was a cryptic riddle, a poetic puzzle waiting to be solved, and each one held a prophecy that would unfold in the fullness of time. But the intrigue didn't stop at the format. Nostradamus penned his prophecies in a curious mix of French, Latin, and Greek. This language blend was an intentional choice designed to obscure the full meaning of his predictions. It was as if he was creating a linguistic labyrinth, inviting the curious and the brave to navigate its twists and turns in search of the truth. In these early prophecies, Nostradamus made some remarkable predictions. For instance, he foresaw the rise of powerful dictators, the outbreak of devastating wars, and the advent of groundbreaking scientific discoveries. He painted a picture of a future that was both awe-inspiring and terrifying, a world in flux, caught in the throes of change. Interpreting these prophecies has been a daunting task, one that has fascinated scholars for centuries. They have pored over Nostradamus's quatrains, decoding the language, untangling the metaphors, and piecing together the fragments of his vision. Each interpretation is like a key, unlocking a door to the future that Nostradamus saw. But what makes Nostradamus's prophecies truly extraordinary is their enduring relevance. Even today, his words echo through the ages, resonating with our hopes and fears, our triumphs and tragedies. They reflect a world in constant evolution, a world that holds as much promise as it does peril. With the publication of his prophecies, Nostradamus stepped into the realm of the extraordinary. He offered us a glimpse into the future, a window into the unknown. And in doing so, he left us with a timeless puzzle, a cosmic riddle that continues to captivate us to this day. Not all prophecies were well received or easily understood. These words perfectly encapsulate the controversial predictions of Nostradamus, a man whose enigmatic quatrains have sparked debates among scholars for centuries. One such prophecy, often referred to as the beasts of the sea, is a prime example. Nostradamus wrote of two great masters being friends, then becoming the worst enemies. They would then unite against the strong one of the sea, a reference that has been interpreted in numerous ways. Some scholars believe this to be a prediction of the Cold War, with the two great masters being the United States and the Soviet Union. Others, however, argue that it might refer to a future event yet to unfold. Another contentious prophecy is the Great Fire of London. Nostradamus spoke of a fire that would fall from the sky and destroy a great city. While some believe this predicted the Great Fire of London in 1666, others argue that the prophecy was too vague, as fires were common during that era. This ambiguity has led to a wide range of interpretations, with some even suggesting it might be a forewarning of a future asteroid impact. The King of Terror prophecy is another that has stirred up controversy. Nostradamus predicted that in the year 1999, in the 7th month, from the sky will come the great King of Terror. Some interpreted this as a prediction of the 9/11 attacks, despite the discrepancy in dates. Others, however, reject this interpretation, arguing that it could refer to a multitude of events, or even something yet to occur. These examples highlight the complexity and ambiguity inherent in Nostradamus's prophecies. They're like a puzzle, open to a multitude of interpretations, each as plausible as the next. This has led to ongoing debates among scholars, trying to unravel the truth behind these cryptic verses. Whether you believe or not, the prophecies of Nostradamus continue to ignite discussions. And as we delve deeper into these controversial predictions, one thing is clear. Nostradamus, a man shrouded in mystery, continues to capture our imagination centuries after his death. Nostradamus passed away in 1566, but his legacy lives on. It's been more than 4 centuries since the demise of this enigmatic seer, yet his prophecies continue to stir interest and spark debates among scholars, history buffs, and the curious minds of our time. The fascination with Nostradamus's prophecies spans the globe and the centuries. Historical figures such as Napoleon Bonaparte and Adolf Hitler were reportedly influenced by his predictions. Napoleon, it's said, was so intrigued by Nostradamus's writings that he had them analyzed to see if they held any clues about his fate. In our modern era, Nostradamus's prophecies have found a new audience on the internet. His quatrains are dissected and interpreted on online forums, blogs, and social media platforms. Some believe he predicted events like the September 11 attacks and the rise of digital technology. Others see his words as a warning of potential future catastrophes, from world wars to environmental disasters. His work is also a subject of academic interest. Historians and linguists pore over his writings, unraveling the complex language and symbolism used by Nostradamus. They explore the context of his time, trying to understand what might have influenced his visions. Meanwhile, psychologists delve into the human fascination with prophecies, using Nostradamus as a case study for our innate desire to know the future. Yet, despite centuries of study and interpretation, Nostradamus's prophecies remain enigmatic. His cryptic quatrains, filled with symbolism and metaphor, continue to perplex and captivate. They're a puzzle that invites endless speculation and interpretation, a testament to the enduring intrigue of the unknown. Nostradamus's legacy is not just in his prophecies, but in the enduring curiosity they inspire. His work prompts us to question, to interpret, and to imagine, making us active participants in the unraveling of his mysteries. From the 16th century to the present day, the prophecies of Nostradamus remain a captivating mystery. His legacy, like his life, is a riddle wrapped in an enigma, a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown. Today, we've journeyed through the life and legacy of Nostradamus. Born in the heart of France in the 16th century, Nostradamus was an enigma, a man of medicine, and an alleged seer of the future. His life was filled with ups and downs, from the plague's ravages to the court of Catherine de' Medici. Yet, through it all, he penned his prophecies, cryptic quatrains that have incited fascination and debate for centuries. We delved into these prophecies, which began as a response to the turmoil of his time. His predictions, from the rise of Hitler to the fall of the Twin Towers, have been seen by many as eerily accurate, while others dismiss them as vague and open to interpretation. The controversy surrounding his work is as alive today as it was in his time. We also explored his legacy, how his writings have transcended the barriers of time. His predictions continue to be studied, analyzed, and debated, and his influence can be seen in everything from pop culture to serious academic discourse. The intrigue that surrounds Nostradamus and his work has not waned, but has rather grown stronger with time. Whether a prophet or a poet, Nostradamus continues to fascinate us with his enigmatic predictions. As we continue to interpret and seek meaning in his words, we are reminded of the captivating power of mystery and the enduring allure of the unknown.